Welcome to the Videos in ADA Compliance workshop. This training is intended to help you understand how videos should be presented in order to be compliant with the new laws through the Americans with Disabilities Act and Rehabilitation Act, Section 508. Contact information will be provided at the end of this training if you have additional questions. Thank you for your participation and for making our campus accessible to all. What are the laws and guidelines? This initiative is not only about Dalton State College, but is statewide. Click on the link to find information about Access Georgia, which is a joint initiative with the Georgia State ADA Office, the Georgia Technology Authority, and the Alternative Media Access Center. You may see different terminology related to this law and access. The two most commonly used are Electronic and Information Technology, or EIT, and Information and Communication Technology, ICT. The charts listed here show the difference between accommodations that are provided through Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act and how they are used to retrofit documents, course activities, videos, and etc. And access through Section 508, which creates an infrastructure of access for all individuals. Why is this important to you? Because it protects the college from unnecessary lawsuits. It provides students and the general public an ability to obtain and use information quickly and easily. Making it accessible to all eliminates barriers. Are you smiling to hide how overwhelmed you feel? Well, never fear. We are here to help. During this session, we will help you understand some of the terminology, find sources for ADA compliant media, and provide tips for captioning your own videos. When we talk about accessible media, there are a few terms you need to know. Common accessibility guidelines indicate that captions should be all of the following. They should be synchronized. The text content should appear at approximately the same time that audio would be available. They should be equivalent. Content provided in captions should be equivalent to that of the spoken word. And they should be accessible. Caption content should be readily accessible and available to those who need it. For television and film, there are two types of captioning. Closed caption is user-initiated, meaning that the user must select the captioning option. Open caption is a universal design concept that does not require any selection. The text is always displayed on the screen. An example of this can be found at the link here. Provides universal design. Benefits for people other than those with hearing impairments. For example, people whose first language is not English, or people who are in noisy airports, health clubs, or sports bars. At Dalton State College, captioning is used in our classrooms, and that captioning provides a transcript to the student. The instructor also has access to the transcript and is able to provide it to all students in the classroom. We've been talking about captioning and media. Captioning added to multimedia presentations ensures that the audio components of the presentation are accessible to individuals who are deaf or hard of hearing. Now we're going to talk about audio descriptions. Audio descriptions provide access to multimedia for people who are blind or visually impaired by adding narration that describes the visuals, including action, scene changes, graphics, and on-screen text. Captions and audio descriptions are also useful for people learning to read or learning English as a second language. They can also assist students with learning disabilities by reinforcing what the user is watching on the screen. You may not need an audio description if the narrator says, "There are 5 important points. They are," and then reads or describes each of the points. The visual content is being conveyed through audio and there is no need for audio descriptions. Watch this short film about audio.
The first clip is Amazing Northern Lights, a special from National Geographic. Text reads, Salton, Norway. In a time-lapse sequence, the camera pans slowly to the right across a snowy mountainscape. The sky darkens and the moon and stars appear. Ribbons of light flicker and dance across the sky. The lights are emerald and yellow-green, and they illuminate the snowy mountains below.
The next clip is from the black and white film Jules and Jim.
Catherine enters the room dressed as a man.
Jules says, "What do you think of our friend Thomas? Can we be seen in public with him?" Jim says, "Not bad at all. Perhaps just a tiny mustache."
Jim draws a mustache on Catherine. Jim lights a cigar for her.
Catherine says, "Now for a test in the street."
The three of them exit the flat. Catherine laughs and puts her hat's bill down.
A man at a kiosk approaches Catherine and says, "Excuse me, sir, could you give me a light?"
She lights his cigarette.
He says, "Thank you, sir."
The next clip.
Transcripts are the best way to ensure that the media content included in your course is accessible. You can type up your own transcript or hire a service to create your transcript. Some free transcription services are F4, Express Scribe, and Transcriber. Transcripts do not have to be verbatim accounts of the spoken word in a video, but they should contain additional descriptions, explanations, or comments that may be beneficial, such as indications of laughter or an explosion. How can you tell if a video or film is closed captioned? Look for the closed caption symbol at the bottom of the screen. Many DVD remotes have a subtitle button on them. Press this button to activate closed captioning. Press Menu on the DVD remote and look for an option to turn on the subtitle feature. DVD menus are different for each disc. Sometimes the subtitles are listed under the heading of Audio Setup, Languages, Playback Options, or something similar. The listed options are good resources to find the material you're looking for. The Films on Demand database allows you to stream closed caption videos in your classroom and online. Simply log in to Galileo, select the database's A to Z tab, then click on the letter F, or type Films on Demand in the search box. There are over 15,000 titles covering many subject disciplines created by respected, credible producers and news organizations. If you're interested in captioning your own videos or planning to make new videos, use the contact information provided in this training and we can help or direct you to the appropriate resources. If you are captioning your own video, here are a few helpful tips. Captions should appear on screen long enough to be read. Limit on-screen captions to no more than 2 lines. Captions should be synchronized with spoken words. Speakers should be identified when more than one person is on screen or when the speaker is not visible. Punctuation is used to clarify meaning and spelling is correct. Sound effects are written when they add to understanding. Use of slang and accent is preserved and identified. Descriptions or sound effects like music or laughter are placed inside square brackets to help understand what is happening. The Alternative Media Access Center, or AMAC, provides video captioning and descriptions as a fee-for-service. Our institution has a contract with this organization. Contact Disability Support Services for further information. If you want to create a video using your PowerPoint presentations, or record a lecture with a webcam, then Camtasia allows you the flexibility of adding a voiceover narration and 2 options for closed captioning. You can download a free version of Camtasia on your office or home computer. The library will be hosting Creating Videos with Camtasia workshops in September. Check the CAE calendar for dates and times. Here is the contact information you may need. Please feel free to contact us anytime. Thank you very much.